Hello, everybody. Back here again for our vlog a day. And today is Thursday, the 9th. And today was a lovely, beautiful, sunny day outside. A little warm at times. Like I was actually out there sweating my ass off for a while. Got this morning, body is just wrecked. It's an absolute mess. I've not been sleeping well. Just everything. I gotta get to see a chiropractor. And while trying to take care of that whole thing, I decided to go with one of the Groupon chiropractors, give it a try. I had spoke to her yesterday, and she was kind of a little bit weird. I didn't get the great warm fuzzy feeling. Went ahead and tried to make an appointment today. Just she called back and was just absolutely scatterbrained. Thought it was somebody else. Didn't bother to know my name. Didn't introduce herself. Just started. Are you the one that's talking to you about stocks? And I'm like, I have no idea who the hell you are and what you're talking about. So I just like, no, I'm good. I went ahead and kind of told her I was not interested in using her services, and she started doing the hard heavy sale, and it was just that weird concept. I was not really feeling warm fuzzies about having this woman take care of my health needs in the process. So, and I basically even told Karen, like, I felt like the woman at the bar had one drink bought, and the guy's mad 'cause I wasn't willing to go home and sleep with her. So it was that whole weird ass thing of just like, I don't owe you shit, lady. So it's that weird thing of, you've proven you seem incompetent to me multiple times in this conversation, and now you're trying to hard sell me like you're some kind of great chiropractor. So went ahead and said to heck with it, and now I've contacted 4 other chiropractors and left messages and stuff because apparently nobody picks up their phone at the chiropractor's office down here in Florida. I do have 2 recommendations of other ones that came recommended, but they weren't on the Groupon, so I was trying to save a little money. And I think tomorrow, if I don't hear back from those other ones, I'm going to say to hell with it and just go pay the whatever the hell it costs to go to one of the ones that's highly recommended to me and see if I can't not get fixed. The one of them I was trying to avoid, they don't do the full like heavy manipulation, that little like springy thing where there's like that little bunch is like, it's a clicker, you basically pull it back, it's like a, I don't know, like a pinball machine, lack of a better term, that hits it. And I've had decent luck with that, like after major accidents and stuff when I'm super sore and broken bones, they'll use that, and it works, just doesn't work as well. I'd like to actually be forcefully put back into place and then leave it there. So we'll see what happens, but I got to get something done. I did get a couple things accomplished today, although it didn't feel like it. I mounted my kayak rack on my truck the other day and did not like how it was. I wasn't happy with it. I didn't put it out at the very ends of the rails like I could have, trying to make my life easier, trying not to have to build custom plates to make mounts and stuff, and I have to do that anyway. So I ended up scrapping everything I'd done before, tearing it all back apart, rebuilding it, moving it out to the very tips, the edges of the bed rails, which works so much nicer now. And it's still not perfect, but it'll work for what I need it to be. So I got that all done. That took way longer than it should have. It was probably another, I bet, an hour and a half longer than it was just to do it the first time, just because I had to tear apart what I'd already done as part of the problem. And it was so much more of a pain. Maybe actually probably about 2.5 hours longer. Actually, it was way longer. I had to take out the tail light stuff to get the bolts, and it was just absolutely a pain in the butt, which is why I was trying not to do it that way to begin with. But I ended up having to scrap it and start over. So my lesson I learned there is, when you need to have it mounted this way, just fix it correctly and say to heck with it. So I also then moved on to my motorcycle. I fixed the wires I'd rubbed through because the previous people had put the bags on it, the lights and the bag stuff. They did not secure up the wires properly, and the tire had rubbed through it. Went to kind of hobble it together and realized I don't want to hobble it together. I was going to solder it, could not have a soldering iron. Neighbor across the street, only ones he has, it's like a soldering station, so you have to like undo a bunch of stuff, move it over here, or take my whole motorcycle into his room, which would not work either way. So went to go to Walmart to try and buy a soldering iron. It only has a little 30-watt thing, which is not going to heat up enough to make a difference. So I'm going to probably run up to Harbor Freight tomorrow, so I can't buy a decent soldering gun up there. I can order one on Amazon, but it's going to be 2 to 4 days to get here, and they're also just so damn expensive. I'm not going to be doing a lot of soldering, but I need something that's hot. That's the big thing. I need something that's really, really hot, and that's what I'm after. So I did get some more electrical tape, so I can at least tape it up a little bit. And I think I might take the bike tomorrow up to Harbor Freight to get the stuff I need to finish working on it. So we'll see what happens and go from there. But overall, just, I don't know, felt like I was getting nothing accomplished. I get a few things moved out of the garage, got a few things organized, a few things found, a few things lost, I'm sure, again. But I found just moving stuff around, make a little more room here and there as I'm slowly making progress on the garage, which is one of those things where I just get frustrated at some point. I just give up and say to hell with it. So I did get 3 more totes emptied out, which is good. Super excited about that. The more I can get those things emptied out and just throwing away a bunch of stuff and organizing and getting through it, just peacefully. So Karen said she wanted to go for a run today, and she wanted to run somewhere besides here at the house. So when we went to Walmart, we stopped at the little running trail by Walmart on the way home, and she ended up knocking out her second 5K. She actually went a little over 5K today. It was funny. We had no intention of going that far, and she was just running. She was feeling good, so we just kept on running out, and she got to 1.75, I think it was, around headed back. So definitely 1.6 would have, or 1.55 would have been technically the halfway point for a 5K. But went ahead and she got back and was just did awesome. She really had one time on the way back where she felt she needed to walk during her run period. And I'm like, so walk. It was after the 5K even. I think it was that little bit mental stumble in her head where she knew she had accomplished her 5K, so now she felt like she'd never run this far before. So she had a little bit of mental, like, oh my God, I can't run this far. So she stopped and walked for about 35 seconds, and then she's like, I can run again. So she took off running. So I told her, hey, when your body tells you need to stop running, just stop running, walk for 35 seconds, and get your ass back to running again. So it worked really well. Super proud of her. Like, no idea how proud I am of her. So definitely really glad she's out there kicking ass, doing that kind of stuff. 'Cause there's people I know who will train for 6 months to a year to run their first 5K, and she's already knocked out 2 of them without even knowing she was going to run the 5Ks when they start. Like, I think that helps a lot. If I told her, hey, on Wednesday we're running a 5K next week, she might freak out a little bit about it, not be prepared for it mentally as much. So worked out really well. It's pizza day, so on our way home we stopped by and grabbed a pizza. Found out they raised the price like almost $2 on the pizza we wanted. So we went with her favorite, which is pepperoni, and I'm not a big fan, but I make concessions for her a lot, and pepperoni is one of the ones I make. So went ahead. Other than that, just been chilling here. I talked to my mom for about an hour on the phone tonight. Haven't talked to her that much lately and stuff, texting off and on and that kind of things. I've talked to her for a while on that, and now we're going to watch some Netflix. Probably Unfortunate Events of Lemony Snicket is what we're going to watch tonight. So that's all I got for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.